Construction of Bradley Road. Bradley Lane, which formed part of the Dewsbury and Elm Turnpike Road, was finally altered to its present state between 1928 and 1932, when in that year it was reopened with all due pomp and ceremony. The proposal to widen this road was first considered by the Highways Committee in January 1926, when plans were put forward to create an highway 60 feet wide at an estimated cost just short of £79,000. Shortly afterwards, however, the Road Department of the Ministry of Transport approached the local authority and suggested that the road should have a total width of 80 feet instead of the proposed 60 feet, in view of the likely future importance for through traffic. The volume of traffic would undoubtedly increase considerably over the coming years. A commencement was made on Bradley Lane on 21st of May 1928. At that time, it was not the intention of the Huddersfield Corporation to complete the entire scheme, but to defer for future consideration the construction of the road between Oak Road and the borough boundary position. The position, however, was materially altered in the summer of 1929. Consequently, the Highways Committee on 3rd of October 1929 decided to proceed immediately with the completion of the whole of the scheme to widen and improve Bradley Lane. In December 1930, sewer lane operations were commenced and other parts of the work proceeded in real earnest. As much work as possible was done without interfering with through traffic. But on July 1931, work had reached such a stage that it could not possibly be continued satisfactorily without closing the road for a short period. The work was then carried out on July 27th of that year. Eventually the scheme found employment for a large number of men in very difficult times during the Great Depression. The number of men employed continuously on the work from December 1930 averaged 204, with a maximum of 331 men employed during the busiest period. The length of the road that was widened and reconstructed about 2¼ miles in length. The average width of the lane before widening was 30 feet between fences, and at the steepest gradient it was a 1 in 13. The old lane itself was considered very tortuous. In order to obtain a better line, the new road was constructed entirely clear of the old route in some places, and where this occurred, at the site of Old Bradley Lane was converted into agricultural land and transferred to the abutting owners. It involved the demolition of 18 dwelling houses, 1 shop, 1 farmhouse and a number of farm buildings. An important feature of the scheme was the construction of a traffic island at the junction of Bradley Road and Bradford Road, known as Bradley Bar. This crossing had been considered very dangerous for vehicles before the road was widened and was a recognised accident black spot. A second smaller island was constructed at the junction of Bradley Road and Leeds Road, and on it was erected a public convenience, a tramway shelter and an electric substation beneath it. This was later demolished and all traces removed.